Please welcome on stage the one and only Mr. Bish Smeir.
Oh, it's working.
Wow.
Hello. Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much for giving us this moment. And we were preparing how to start this show and talking and planning, but now we're so overwhelmed. And wow, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say really a big appreciation for every single person who is sitting here, woke up this morning, made all the way wherever you guys come from to be with us today. My name is Kadra Sufi. I will be your host for tonight. And exactly 1 year ago, this company actually booked me. I'm an external, and they said, hey, we need a host for Vow. I'm like, wow, of course, I'll come. Yeah, do the job. And then it was something I never heard of before. It was really new to me, and I saw like maybe 300, 400, 500 people in Frankfurt a year ago.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. And I knew it's going to be a start of something really big. It's going to be an exciting journey. You know, you can feel it in the energy. You can see the people. I saw, of course, the speakers and talked to them. Now, 1 year ago, we're here 1,500 people. How many registrations? I think 12,000.
Make some noise so we can find out how many people are
12,000.
here. Ooh, that's not very loud. Come on.
What I want to say
Wow.
what I want to say is this thing is growing, and we have the opportunity today to soak in a lot of information. What are we talking about? What is it? But what really fascinates me a lot, and you're gonna at the end of the day see why, is this guy, because Bish, because everything started with this one vision. And this is a visionary, and I can say that from my heart. It is a visionary with good intentions. And that is actually the most important thing. Bish, how would you describe your vision to the people in short sentences?
In short sentences.
Yeah, make it short. But I know you talk in pictures. I know you talk in anecdotes and pictures. So there's this one favorite story I love. Please tell me about it with the fork.
Okay, well, I'll surprise you. So before, Kadra said the best thing she could. We talk in pictures. And I don't think there's any better picture than the Vow logo to say what this is all about. Because you can corrupt anything, but can you corrupt a heart? This is the most amazing symbol that we could be marching behind as we build something across the planet. Yeah? There is no better symbol than a heart, and no better symbol than a multicolored, all-inclusive heart. Make sense? Everyone, vows for everyone. Yeah, every single person, whatever you are. Going back to the story. So one of the stories that I think's a beautiful thing, and I hope you enjoy it, a couple of minutes. Somebody was asking, what is your vision of hell? Yeah? And they said, imagine a feast, a giant feast with all the most opulent food and all the most opulent wines and everything you could imagine on the table. And when we sat there, every person was holding a spoon that was too long. So they tried as much as they could to get the food in their mouth, but they kept missing. Yeah? It kept going over their shoulder or on the wall. And nobody could enjoy the food. It's the most frustrating experience ever, and that's hell. Another person walked into the room, and all they did was they said, feed each other. And everyone just used the same spoons, and put them into every other person's mouth, and everyone fed and have the most incredible meal and drinks. That's what it's all about. That spirit of sharing, caring, community, all of that kind of stuff that fits behind that logo itself.
Thank you so much for this story, man. It's really a wonderful picture, and you will understand what Bish means by it during the day. I know you have a lot of questions, but we have a lot of speakers here on stage to explain, just go with the flow and go with the process. And by the way, we have, I think, 6 translators in the house for almost any language. If you have problems, understanding the German language or the English or Bish.
Or Scottish.
Or Bish. Please take your advices on your chairs. Just use them. Just don't forget to leave them on the chairs when you're going for a break later or whatever. But you can choose your language, and so you understand everything. Bish, what can we expect today? Is there any information you want to give us?
Sorry?
Is there any information you want to give us? Is there anything you want to say? Otherwise, I'm going to introduce the next speaker.
No. I'm going to speak.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I can. Okay, thank you very much, Kadra. Sufi. One thing, is it possible to get the podium here at some point? Jorg, could you bring one up when you get a chance? Okay, great. Welcome. So, yesterday I went in my room and I found this beautiful box of chocolates from a group of people in Switzerland. So who's that? There you are there. No, there you are there with the flags. Can you see the flags? Wonderful. So we got people here from Switzerland. We got people here from England. Woo! Yeah. We got people here from Scotland. We got people here from the Americas. There you go. We got people here from Australia. Flying all the way over from Australia. We've got people here from Africa. We've got people here from Malaysia. We've got people here from India. There you go. We got people here from Germany. That's why we're here in Munich. Unbelievable. Let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, willkommen to Vow Up 2023. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, before we get started too much, we have 2 things. Everyone's got a phone on them, right? Because it's 2023. Take your phone out and follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on all the different social channels at Vow Currency. And also, we believe you might have some questions throughout the day. Please drop your questions to hello@vowcurrency.com, and Paul is collating those questions. And at the end of the day, we'll have a question and answer session with everyone where we can give you some feedback or some answers to those questions. Okay? Yeah? Okay, perfect. This is the new website, the Vow Foundation website. Vow is the missing piece for global crypto adoption. I think sometimes we miss the point here, which is $7 trillion of money is literally given away and lost by retailers every single year by discounting, cashback schemes, different sorts of systems like this. That's $7 trillion, and Vow fixes that problem by crystallizing that lost discount value into something more. And that more is what we're going to talk about today. Good? One other thing that we would like you to do is today, if you go in, who's got MetaMask on their phones? Yeah, a few people, okay? So if you go into MetaMask on your phone and you press that little blue, not the center one, but the one next to the center, it's called a Web3 browser. If you click that Web3 browser and type in snapshot.org on your phone, while you're here, we'll take the time. And once you do so, you'll see like a selection of applications. Type in Vow and you'll find Vow Governance. Connect your wallet and then you will register by pressing the join button to become part of the VOW governance community and make your voice counted and make your vote counted. Now, if you don't know what that is yet, please learn, because VOW is about decentralization, and the solution to that is decentralization is only if everyone bothers to vote, right? How many people in certain countries don't feel their vote matters anymore? Many, right? This is direct democracy. So please make your vote counted. If you don't link your wallet, your vote isn't counted, and there's nothing we can do about that. Okay. We have had an incredible year, and it's all thanks to everybody who's been working so hard, all of you guys. 14,000 wallet holders now are holding VOW across the world. 150, maybe more. Hello. 150,000 transactions on Tier 1 Ethereum, which is just fantastic. 8.5 million transactions on Tier 2, which is the free layer, the layer 2 underneath Ethereum. We are consistently now in number 5 to number 7 in terms of liquidity on Uniswap, on the whole DeFi space in the entire world, out of every single token, which is pretty awesome. We are, yeah, exactly. Now we're getting into the swing of it. We are number 5 to 7 in DeFi in terms of volume. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but it's within that band at the moment. And we are only a year into this thing. The last year, we've launched 3 more CeFi exchanges that people are utilizing every single day. And all that volume on DeFi is not manipulated volume. It's not volume that we have any involvement with. We're not playing in the markets whatsoever. You look at it, and you can see of how this process is working. So all those twats on CoinMarketCap who say stupid things and are really annoying, do your own research, because there are people trying to manipulate your attitude to VOW and our attitudes to VOW on a day-to-day basis. And it's huge levels of competitors getting jealous over what you're achieving and over what's happening together. We have got 25 million VOW locked up on Uniswap now, from 7,000 independent liquidity providers. People who've bought VOW from the market and put it into Uniswap. And we've got over 30 million V$ staked. Do you think that's a lot? Do you think it's a lot? It's nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. Yeah? It's an amazing achievement so far, but it's nowhere near enough. If you look at 30 million V$, and we're talking about a market where we can tokenize 7 trillion V$, is it enough? Think about how much opportunity there is. And that's just dollars. We're still not moving on to VINR, V-Euro, V-Pounds, all the different currencies that we can pair with VOW and support together. This is what this whole thing is about, decentralizing the issuance of currency. Does anyone put up your hand if you're absolutely certain you understand what decentralizing the issuance of currency is? They're going up slowly. Is that it? Okay. Good. Thank you. I hope all of the people that were there last night at the gala dinner, I hope all of you have a clearer understanding of what decentralizing the issuance of currency is. Well, there you go. Wasn't that nuts? Did everyone enjoy that gala dinner? Yeah, it was good. Woo, crazy. And it's going to be even crazier as the day goes on. Trust me, Jorg's got some crazy surprises. Who's from the 90s? Few people from the 90s. You're in for a treat. So decentralizing the issuance of currency is what we're all about. And that is, I've got a croak in the throat. So VOW itself, the difference between VOW and every other currency system is that VOW allows currency to be produced or discount vouchers to be produced in a decentralized manner. So who produces the discount vouchers? Thank you. Who produces discount vouchers? Businesses, yeah? Has anyone been to Pizza Hut or McDonald's? I got one. Snooze, you lose. But I'm appreciating it. Thank you. So Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Starbucks, every business gives away discount vouchers all around the world. They're always doing it. So these businesses are already creating value and distributing it to their customers and accepting that value back. They're already doing it every single day. And the interesting thing about that value is it is always fixed value. So it's $1 off or £1 off or €1 off. It isn't a Bitcoin off. Yeah, it isn't an Ethereum off because nobody understands that. It's too complex. Yeah, no business is doing offers in Bitcoin and different currencies yet. It's way too small. Everyone understands I can save $10 or I can save €10 and you're happy with saving €10. But imagine if you could just take all of those discount vouchers for every single business in the world and say, hey, let's all accept each other's discount vouchers. So I can get a $10 voucher from Pizza Hut, give it back to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut can now go and use it in Starbucks. Starbucks can now use it at their supplier. Their supplier can now go and use it at a telephone company. Is that possible? That is what decentralizing the issuance of currency is about. And Vow in the background is the thing behind all of those discount vouchers. So in order to make the discount vouchers transferable from business to business, each 20 cents of Vow locked up allows a business to issue $1 V of reward and issue it and circulate it and accept it back. There is no possibility that those 30 million V in the liquidity pool exist without 20% of that value locked in Vow by someone somewhere along the line. Does that make sense? So the more people using V currency, the more merchants accepting and issuing V currency, the more publishers coming on board, all of that stuff does one thing, which is reduce the Vow supply. And the more merchants and the more publishers and the more participants and consumers want to earn free money when they shop or free value when they shop by just using their debit card and earning some V currency, the more of us that do that, the more V currency has to be issued, the more Vow has to be locked. Do you see how that's a self-fulfilling game? It just can't stop. And that is why there is a dual approach. There is the world of Vow as a currency system, as a crypto system. I'm going to blow up the speakers. Did I even have a drink? Thank you. There is Vow as a currency system up there in the cloud somewhere as a public utility. And then behind Vow, all around it, is an entire infrastructure being built for the distribution of V currency. And that distribution mechanic for V currency is not decentralized. It's not meant to be decentralized. If you want to create a business and build it using V currency, that's it. Go and do it. If you're a developer who wants to build something on V currency and Vow, do it. We encourage it. We'll support it. This is what the whole thing is about, finding as many participants as possible who want to build on Vow. That is all centralized companies. But Vow itself has to be decentralized. So no one owns it. No one controls it. Bitcoin, is Bitcoin decentralized? Is it? Yeah? Yeah? Who owns Bitcoin? Is it a company? Is Bitcoin a company? No? And by the time the end of today happens and we decentralize Vow, there is nobody controlling Vow either. My only focus when it comes to Vow, my only focus is working alongside everyone in the Vow project, promoting our collective vision of decentralizing the issuance of currency around the world. That's the only focus. It is the most important thing I believe we could ever do as team members, as community, as business people, even as a species. This is the single most important thing. It changes everything. Decentralization is, of course, a huge subject matter, but it is what today is about. In order to understand decentralization, you need to understand the value of it. And sometimes people don't understand the value of it in any way. This is because they're confused what the actual word means. What does it actually mean? I've even heard people complaining, going, what happens if VOW is decentralized? Who's actually going to support us? Has anyone thought of that? Who's going to support us if VOW is decentralized? It doesn't mean the business infrastructures are decentralized. It means that the currency system itself is decentralized. Does that make sense? Okay. Decentralization simply means one thing. It means democracy in its purest form. You're getting some scary things handed out now. It means that there is no central power controlling everything. It means true power to the people. But it is a journey, and today we will mark another step in that journey together as we transfer the VOW smart contracts. At the end of today, we'll transfer all of the VOW smart contracts from the control of VOW Limited to the secure multi-signatory wallet of the VOW Foundation. This means that as of today, VOW Limited, the initial token holder and issuer of VOW, is no longer in control of VOW as a currency. It is no longer in control of the VOW smart contracts. And the only party who's in control of all of that is you guys. Yeah? We'll talk more about that as the day goes on and go into more detail of how that process is going to happen. And there's several speakers that are going to address it. But the only thing that happens is if any token holders vote on a technical change, for example, a burn rate change, or a new country to join us, or a new MVD or CLC which joins the ecosystem, anything like that is completely in the hands of the token holders. Now, it might be that there's something else that you want to vote on, which is not technical in its nature, which would be something like maybe you want to change the logo. Hopefully not, but you might want to do that. And you could, but it needs some artist or someone to do that job, and therefore those type of decisions are passed to the foundation to handle. And that's what the foundation itself will be handling. So once the foundation handles those changes for you, the only caveat is it can't be something illegal. So you can't force the foundation to do something illegal, yeah, as token holders. As I've explained earlier, you can all register to vote on the foundation website, and you should do so as soon as possible. So please, by the end of today, I'd like to see 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100. Yeah, I'd like to see all of that registering into the system to vote. This process is the same method of decentralization signed off by organizations such as Kraken and Coinbase. Technical changes to the contracts are automated, as we said, but more specific non-technical ones can be delegated to the foundation. This step to decentralization isn't a small step. It is the culmination of a very long path for me personally, so I'm quite excited. As well as all of you guys, all of the hardworking teams that have been working for a long time to do this process. And you're going to hear a lot from them today. Over the past 2 years, as VOW has turned into a reality, I have witnessed how greed and fear would have distracted many in my position from the overall goal. Because it's quite scary standing in front of people and essentially selling a vision that you're looking to do. You don't know if it'll work or if it will work or what. We're promoting it to everybody every single day. So I've seen that fear, and I've seen the symptoms of greed in so many different places, and it's a kind of terrifying thing to witness in reality. It is this reason that I don't believe it is possible for any other community other than VOW to achieve what we're going to achieve together. I don't believe it's possible because it's too big. It's too big a task in order to do this kind of stuff, and it requires some sort of enthusiasm, blind faith, and an unbelievable conviction that changing the world is actually possible. Which we don't know if it is, but I friggin' believe it is, yeah? So let's try. Okay, thanks. Okay. But then on top of it, it requires luck, it requires health, and above all, it requires attracting a large enough group of people who believe that anything is possible. And that's what's happening through, it's just crazy to me that this is happening through you. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. So we believe it's happening. You believe it's happening, and it's in the process of happening. And all we need to do is just keep doing what we're doing and get better at it, much, much better at it, and faster at it. So I believe all of those people here, from Frankfurt to Munich to Dubai to the next city and the next country and wherever we're moving next, I believe every one of us is actually on that path. Not just on a path, as we said last night, of making personal money, but obviously on the path of making money by the issuance of currency around the world. So someone asked me the other day, I won't say who they were, but they said, if you could go back in time, would you do this again? And I said, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% over every single time, because there is nothing more interesting, nothing more exciting, nothing more important than decentralizing the issuance of currency. Nothing more than that. So I'm thankful to you all for that. When I was 17, I put £750 in that shoe, not literally that shoe, but that shoe, and £750 in that shoe, and I went traveling. And I traveled the Middle East, Europe, the Americas, Asia, Australia, everywhere, in search of an answer to the meaning of life. I read the Quran, the Sefer Yetzirah, Crowley, Gurdjieff, the Bhagavad Gita, Plato, David Icke. I read them all. What is this meaning to life? And I examined all these different paths with a critical eye, and I realized that after all of this time, nobody has an answer to anything. This is the truth, right? Nobody actually knows what the hell is going on. Nobody knows. It's just crazy. Yeah? So there's got to be a better path. That's why we're starting with the heart. So there are only three things that you've heard that are certain: birth, death, taxes. Right? That's the story. And today, and I'm hammering this point, and today there's one more thing that's certain. I'm going to memorialize this truth, that the centralized issuance of currency is the most corrupted, most evil, most social injustice in the world. So today, I'll tell you this also, that I think that 99% of people in my situation would have been selling Vow non-stop, right? Let's sell some Vow. I've never sold a single Vow coin of my own, and I don't intend to. And today, we're giving away every non-allocated coin that's been issued to the people, to the companies, to everyone that's involved. All of the remainder coin goes to the foundation. So that's over $250 million of coins just leaves us today and goes to the foundation. That money is not there for the foundation, because the foundation, you'll hear more about it in a minute, it's not there to be used to enrich me. It's not there to be used to enrich the trustees, the directors, or any other person at all. Those coins are there for people who want to develop on Vow and apply for grants to do different projects and make the process bigger. I am a Vow maximalist. I believe that Vow will grow to become the single most valuable asset on this planet. Okay? And there's a reason for that. It is the only system and token that's available which actually allows other people to create value and circulate it all over the world. That's the reason.